everyone, welcome back to my channel. My name is SATHYA KAMALA. Hope you guys are all doing well. So guys, in today's video I will be sharing my top 10 foundations of this year. So I have already done this kind of a video in past, like in 2020 June or something. So it's been almost 1.5 years I checked that video. So I thought it's been a while. Let me discuss about the foundation, and also it's end of the year, so it will be very nice so that I can discuss about our old foundations and new foundations that included in my list. And also this year I got married, you know that, so I used a lot of foundations this year, like for occasionally, for videos, for my weddings and all. I have used different foundations. I found the best foundation, so I thought let me share with you what are those. So if you are getting married or in your day-to-day life you want the foundation, you can choose from the list. So if you want to know what are the top 10 foundations I have chosen in this year, do continue watching. And if you are new to my channel, please take a moment to subscribe. Now without any further delay, let's begin into the video. So guys, if you are a OG follower of me, you might have guessed the first foundation which I am going to talk about. So that is the Kbeauty Hydrating Foundation in the shade 170Y. So by the way, I'll be mentioning all the shade names in the description box with the link, so you can check that out. So guys, I have done a full wear test on this foundation, but this foundation was launched after my marriage, but I really love this foundation, guys. If this foundation would have launched before my marriage, I would have worn in my all of my occasions. So I really like this foundation. It's super lightweight, very good coverage. It's a medium to full coverage foundation. It's so liquid in consistency, it blends beautifully into the skin with the brush and also with the beauty blender. I have done a full wear test on this foundation. I'm gonna leave the link over here so you can watch that video. By the way, for the price point, for the amount you get, and the longevity of the foundation, everything is very beautiful. And you get almost 19 to 20 different shades in this foundation. I don't remember, sorry. So this is my shade 175. For deeper skin tone girls, for till NC 46 you will be getting the shade. So they have deep dark shade also for dusky skin tone girls. So for all that reason, I really like this foundation. This would be my go-to foundations whenever I want to go to any functions, or I have attended so many functions after my marriage. So throughout the day, if I want to wear one foundation, then this is the one I have been following. So I really like this foundation, buildable wise, longevity wise, price point, and the shade range and the matching. So it matches beautifully to my skin and blends beautifully, as I said. And it has a beautiful coverage, medium to full coverage, and also it is hydrating. So people with dry skin and oily skin both can use this foundation. So not the matter if you face a lot of issue with your foundation, like if you feel while applying crackiness or flakiness, this would tackle all those things. So for all skin type, I would highly recommend this foundation. So definitely this is the most loved foundations of 2021. So next we'll be moving on to the foundation which I wore on my wedding day. So this is the Too Faced Born This Way matte foundation. So I have already used their normal version, which is not matte. So after that they launched the matte variant, so I was looking for that, but luckily before my marriage they launched this foundation in India. And I know Too Faced foundation was really nice, so thought to try for my wedding this. So this is the matte variant. I'm in the shade caramel, so this is the perfect shade for me. So in the normal variant I bought 2 shades and I was mixing those, and I found my perfect shade. Then I finally got this foundation. This is little bit pricey. This is 2,700 rupees, but worth the money, guys. If you are a wedding girl, if you are a bride, you want to do your own makeup, then this is the I highly recommend. So it is a beautiful coverage, a medium to full coverage foundation. You can, according to your coverage, you can build how much ever you want. So it is so lightweight, non-greasy, non-cakey, and throughout the day, seriously guys, throughout the day I attended my I did a muhurtam. After that I danced for 2 hours, so the foundation was there. And after that there was a lot of functions in my thing. So I did all the functions without washing my face, so I should not supposed to wash my face till next morning. So almost for 24 hours I was wearing this foundation. I did not feel heaviness at all. So I'm an oily skin generally, so after having a lot of function, dancing and all, I would have having a little bit of sweat, but you didn't feel that heaviness. You don't feel that heaviness that you are wearing a foundation at all. So it maintained beautifully on my face throughout my wedding day. I truly love this foundation and highly recommend it. So please go ahead and try this foundation if you are a bride or you are a person who want that long lasting foundation, then definitely I would recommend this one. So the next foundation in my list is the MAC Studio Fix Flair foundation in the shade NC44. Initially I bought the shade NC43.5, which is almost a warm neutral kind of a shade. When I was wearing, I was not that much satisfied with the foundation, but I know the formula is really nice, so I went ahead and bought one more foundation, which is NC44, this one, and this one matched beautifully on my face. Currently I'm wearing that one. As you can see from the coverage only, it's a best foundation, so everyone loves this foundation. It's a beautiful foundation for dry skin, oily skin, sensitive skin, and you'll be getting multiple shades. You know, I don't have to explain about the MAC products, but if you haven't tried MAC products, then definitely you can go ahead and give this a shot. And for wedding also I wore this foundation in one of my function. I don't remember that, but I have used this. I bought the Too Faced foundation and MAC foundation together, so I can try different foundations in my wedding, and I can go happily do that. So I really like this foundation. It's liquid in consistency, blends beautifully with the brush, and beauty blender has a beautiful coverage. It's a medium to buildable coverage. So as I said, according to your wish, according to your preference, you can build the foundation, and stays up to more than 12 hours without giving that oiliness. So it makes your skin very mattified and leaves very natural coverage and looks as your skin, not like you have applied a lot of foundation and all. It looks as a skin, and really recommended. So the next foundation in my list is the Nars Natural Radiant Longwear foundation. So I know this is not available in India, but you can find it from any Instagram store. So now you can easily buy from international website also. If you find that a little bit difficult, there are a lot of Instagrammers sell this foundation like a foreign exchange, like a beauty bar launch, and Cosmo Cosmeton Club, and there are a lot of Instagram sellers that you can find online and you can buy from them. So this foundation is really good for people with normal skin. So people with dry skin also can wear, and oily skin also can wear, but I feel for normal skin girls this would be a beautiful radiant foundation. So in my wedding day, previous wedding day, like there was one function which is called welcome in our thing. So I wanted that radiant, glowy and very shiny kind of a thing. I don't want matte because I'll be wearing a matte foundation on my hip muhurtam, so I thought to go with little bit of dewiness. So I wore this foundation. It stood for almost 8 hours. I attended 2 functions with this foundation because I didn't have time to remove my makeup and apply one more makeup. So with that same makeup only I continued for the Vara Puja. So the foundation stood beautifully and has a beautiful natural radiant thing, and has a beautiful coverage, like medium to full coverage, almost like a full coverage. It blends beautifully into the skin. I truly love this foundation and highly recommend to you as well. So the next foundation in my list is the PAC HD Liquid Foundation. So this is in the shade 3.3. So I took a lot of experiment to buy this foundation. Like I have 3 different shades in this foundation, so like they have multiple shades, so you'll be getting confused. So better you watch videos online and then try this foundation. It is beautiful foundation. It's a almost like a full coverage foundation, but it is little bit thicker when compared to all other foundations. So I would recommend you to spray some fixing spray before you blend this foundation so that it blends beautifully into the skin. So that is my personal experience. So however you want, you can go ahead and try. It's a beautiful foundation. It gives that really good coverage and makes your skin look HD finish, so as it suggests. So I really like this foundation. Blending wise, longevity wise, shade range wise, price point wise, it is really nice. So almost this foundation beats the MAC. So almost both the things are really nice. Only the consistency, the thickness is little bit thicker when compared to the MAC one. So I really recommend this also. So the next foundation will be moving into the affordable category. So likewise, I am gonna recommend the Maybelline Fit Me Foundation in the shade 332 Golden Caramel. So I really like this foundation, guys. It's a medium to full coverage foundation, and it is really amazing foundation for oily skin girls. It has a beautiful coverage. It stays up to more than 8 hours, and for day-to-day wear, and also if you are going for any guest wedding or any function for which is gonna happen for 6 to 7 hours, at that time you can definitely go and wear. And it is really affordable. Like there will be offer all the time, so you can find below 500 this foundation. And for beginners also I would highly recommend. So generally when people want to buy any foundation, this is the one foundation you can go ahead and try, because so this foundation has a lot of different shades with a lot of different undertone. It has a pink undertone, neutral undertone, and yellow undertone. So you'll be getting confused, but if you get confused also, you'll be getting your shade. And so very inexpensive foundation with a lot of different undertones and shades. You can go and try your foundations and get your perfect match. Then you can go and start buying new foundation. So the first foundation you want to invest and buy, if you're a beginner, this is the one I would highly suggest. So even my bhabis who won't apply foundations, but they want one foundation in their collection, no? So I will recommend for those people this. So even my bhabis love to wear this foundation. So if you are a dry skin people but you want to try this foundation, you can go and use with the illuminating primer or a dewy primer or hydrating primer. So with that, this will definitely gonna help you. So they have launched a dewy primer as well, but that is not available in India. If they launch in India, that will be a great thing for dry skin people. So for oily skin girls, I would highly recommend this one. So same wise, Maybelline has one more foundation, which is the Super Stay Full Coverage Foundation. So I have two different shades. This is the shade number 312 Golden and 334 Warm Sun. Unfortunately, this foundation has got expired. So last week only I found the expiry date. Unfortunately, I couldn't able to find the Warm Sun. So if they restock, I'm gonna definitely buy. I really like this foundation, guys. So in this foundation, the only major problem is they have only 9 shades. So that is not enough for Indian skin tone. The last shade they have is Warm Sun, which is my skin tone, little bit darker for me. So I mix with 312 Golden. 312 Golden is little bit lighter, so I mix with Warm Sun. So both the foundation matches perfectly for my skin tone. So this is also a really good matte finish foundation. Stays for more than 6 to 7 hours. They said 24 hours, but I haven't tested for 24 hours. For maximum I have owned for 10 hours. That is really nice. Stays really nice and has a beautiful coverage, buildable, and blends beautifully with the foundation and beauty blender. So I really like this foundation. Undertone wise, for all that concern, I really like this foundation. So now I can't use it, but I'm gonna definitely restock and start using again. So the next foundation in my list is the Lakme 925 Primer Plus Matte Perfect Cover Foundation. Even this foundation I have done a full review and wear test. I'm gonna link over here. You can watch that video. It is so inexpensive. You can find below 300 rupees. I bought for 350 or something. There is no price over here, so which has gone, but you can find below 300 or 500. It's a really nice everyday foundation and has a lot of different shades and builds beautifully into the skin. So it has a liquid in consistency. So when compared to all the foundation, this is the one foundation which has a so liquid in consistency, as you can see. so but blends beautifully into the skin, has really good coverage. So and it stays for almost 3 to 4 hours, like 6 hours I have tested. It leaves a little bit of shininess, but you can dab it with your tissue paper. But for oily skin girls and also for dry skin girls, I would highly recommend this one. This is not supremely, like, it doesn't dry out your face. It matches beautifully and really good for day-to-day wear or any mini functions like that. You can go and try. So the next foundation in my list is the Miss Claire Everyday Foundation. So this is in the shade MT03 Caramel. So till NC46 you can find your shade. So this they have almost 13 to 15 different shades, and this is also very really inexpensive. Under 300 rupees you can find a really good foundation. I have done a full wear test on this. I'm gonna link over here, you can watch that. So it is a warm undertone foundation that makes me very happy and makes my skin really good natural finish. So I would highly recommend for people with dry skin. If they try, they're gonna love this foundation. For oily skin girl, you need to apply a mattifying primer underneath to avoid that oiliness. For up to 6 hours it's gonna hold that mattifying effect. After that it's gonna start a little bit of shiny, but as I said, you can dab it with a tissue paper. For normal skin girls, it will be looking like a shiny kind of a foundation. So for a day-to-day wear, you can definitely go and try this one as well. So the last foundation in my list is the Rimmel Lasting Matte Full Coverage Foundation. So this is what it looks like. This is in the shade 407 Natural Caramel. So recently I started using this, but in one go itself I really like this foundation. So for people with oily skin, definitely gonna love this. And this is a neutral undertone foundation. So sometimes we need our foundation to look very natural, matches beautifully for the skin. That effect made with this foundation. So I really like this foundation, but unfortunately I couldn't able to try for longer period. I have tried twice and I really liked it. So I'll be keep on using more and more, and I'll be sharing my opinion and thoughts on this foundation. But I really recommend. So unfortunately I couldn't able to try for a longer period. So I really like this. According to the price, for the price point, everything, it's really nice. So guys, that's it for this video. These are the top 10 foundations that I loved most in 2021 and used in this year. So I have few other foundations that I really like, but I couldn't able to use because these foundations I have been using continuously. So if you want to know what are the other foundations, you can watch my previous top 10 foundations video. I have mentioned in that video as well. So hope you enjoy watching this video, guys. If you enjoy watching this video, give this video a big thumbs up. Comment below what is your opinion, and if you have already tried any of these foundations in your life, do let me know. I really wanted to know. And if you have recommend any foundations for oily skin girl, do let me know that as well. And I'll see you in my next video, guys. Thank you so much for watching. Bye, take care. Mwah.